Minecraft movie was directed by Jared Hess and stars Jason Momoa and Jack Black. And basically when our main characters get somehow shoved into the Minecraft world, they have to team up with Jack Black's Steve to stop an evil pig queen to somehow save the overworld. Going into this film, I had a bit of mixed expectations. I thought it would be fun. I didn't know if it would be good. I just was really hoping to have a good time. I saw the trailers. The vibe looked cool, but the actual story and such didn't really impress me that much. So I had no idea what was going to happen going into this movie. I really hoped that I wasn't going to get popcorn thrown all over me. Luckily that didn't happen. But yeah, so I went into this movie and let's get into it. Starting off with the good. I really enjoyed the vibe and the look of this movie. The Minecraft world is really cool and a lot of fun to be in. Just looking into the background, it just looks like a world that I would want to go to one day. The village, like from the villagers, is a really cool set piece in the film. And just the overall aesthetic, I really enjoyed. I think they really did a good job at mixing the real people with the animation. And yeah, I think overall, I just thought the movie looked really fun and really cool. I also think that the movie just flat out, it's entertaining. It's fun. I had a good time watching this film. It's not obviously the best movie I've ever seen in my entire life, not by a landslide, but I had a good time watching it. I went with a few of my buddies and we all had a really fun time. Whenever there was a scene from TikTok, like one of the memes that popped up, like the chicken jockey, everyone stood up and clapped. Like, it was a fun experience to go out to watch this movie. I was either laughing, or I was entertained by an action sequence, or I was entertained by Jack Black singing. I was entertained throughout the whole film. That is what I wanted going in, and coming out, that's what I was happy about. Another thing I did enjoy about this movie was Jason Momoa. I think he had the best character by far. He actually had kind of an arc throughout the film, and he is just really good at playing the macho type, but in this film, he's also just a complete loser. So he's kind of really good at just mixing in those elements throughout. He's really funny, and I had a really good time watching him on screen. I think the action set pieces are all fun. Like again, I said, the look of the movie, everything works well together. And I also just like going out to these movies and kind of getting these fantasy type elements and stuff like that. I think that's also really a fun time and really cool to see. So just overall, for the good, I had a good time. It was entertaining. I liked the movie. Going on into the mixed elements of the film, Jack Black. I like Jack Black. I really like Jack Black. I think he does some really good stuff with Poe is probably my favorite character he's ever done. But he's done some other great things. And in here, he's very energetic. He's very charismatic. He does his thing, but I don't really know who the character of Steve is. The character of Steve doesn't really have a character. He just is Jack Black, who is named Steve, basically. He just enunciates everything like this, you know? Everything has to be like slime cube, and he just has to name everything. And it's entertaining for some portions of the movie. Like I said, the singing was fun. I enjoyed that element to it. And he's fun to watch on screen. I thought they were gonna do a bit more things developing his relationship with this main kid that's in the movie, but I don't know. Overall, he's fun, but he doesn't really have a specific character or arc or anything. And I hope if they did a sequel, maybe they'd give him more depth, and maybe you get to know Steve just a little bit more. Because all you about know is that he likes to be creative, and he likes to name things, pretty much. That's kind of his whole deal. Moving from that to the main kid character, who's also falling into this mixed category. I really enjoyed him throughout the first half of the film. I think he's actually pretty funny when he kind of gives these looks of confusion to like when these other characters are just talking complete bullshit to him, and he just has this look, and it really worked throughout the first, like when he was first on screen. But as the film developed, he kind of, he didn't really have an arc throughout the film. He kind of just is like, I want to be creative, the Minecraft world works for me, and that's kind of it. So again, no real kind of through line with his character, unfortunately. And that was a bit disappointing because I thought they could have had an injection of some heart with his character. And the last mixed element I want to talk about is the overall reception and vibe of the film. This isn't really a comment on the movie itself, but it's just everything surrounding it. Because while I appreciate that there's something driving people to go to the theaters, and I will never pray on a movie's downfall to go to the theaters to watch this film, I don't know if I love the way it's kind of going down. Like, I love the fact that there's, you know, people going in droves. This movie's making a shitload of money. I like that there's people going to the theaters, but when you watch these videos online of when Jack Black says chicken jockey and there's like fireworks going off, or there's like just people throwing a shit ton of popcorn, I don't know. I don't know if I love that. You know, I preferred when it was like kind of like an Endgame thing, or Spider-Man No Way Home, or like a Barbenheimer. That was really fun. This is just not my, I just hope that this isn't what the theater crowd turns out to be. So yeah, while I really love that the movie's doing well, I will always root for films, but I don't love the way that the general audiences are, you know, handling this. Moving from that, let's go into the bad, and this movie kind of doesn't really care about its story too much. You know, it has the groundwork. It's kind of like, we're gonna set everything up and then just go along from there. It's more concerned about, you know, the quirky humor. And oh, sorry, the humor is another thing I wanted to throw in the mix. Half of the humor works in this movie, half of the humor doesn't work. Very 50-50. But moving along, the story, yeah, it has, you know, elements of this fantasy story, which I said in the good I really liked, but I wish I doubled down on that. You know, I wish I had more of like, I wish I had more enjoyment throughout. One movie that does a really good job at balancing humor, story, characters, and everything is the Dungeons and Dragons movie that came out. I wish this movie kind of had that element to it. I was really hoping for it, but it doesn't really have that, and that was a bit disappointing. The villain is, like, again, very basic and does her job, but again, like, nothing too special. And yeah, just the overall, like the first 10 minutes is so rushed. It was like they wrote a whole first movie, crammed it into 10 minutes, shoved it at the beginning of this movie, and then they're like, okay, let's do the sequel. Because the first 10 minutes is a full movie in and of itself, but just really crammed with Jack Black narrating and just screaming everything. And I'm like, ooh, I wasn't really sure for the first 10 minutes, but then the movie kind of won me over after that. But yeah, like it just doesn't really, the movie doesn't really fully work as a whole. And then also our other characters, like the zoo lady in here, I didn't really know why she was there. She didn't really have a purpose to being there, because again, the movie doesn't do much with these characters. It doesn't really give them arcs or anything. So while she has this rapport with the sister in the film, the movie doesn't put any like effort or time into that. So it's like, you know, why is she even there in the first place? If you take her out, then you had more time with better characters in the film. And then also the sister character, she has more of a place in this movie, but she's just like, doesn't really do anything. She kind of just reacts and goes like, oh, what the fuck is this guy doing? Like, that's kind of her whole point in the movie. I felt like it just didn't really feel like she has much. They could have done more with her and her brother and the relationship there, because they both lost their mom. Like, there is setup for some really heartfelt sequences and scenes and character moments in the film, but it doesn't really go for that. It more so goes for the gags and stuff like that, and the weird quirkiness of the whole world, which is fine, because I did have a good time watching it. And overall, guys, for the final thoughts on a Minecraft movie, I don't really have much to say here, but I enjoyed the film. I had a good time. I would go see a sequel if they are planning one, which by the box office numbers, they for sure are gonna make a sequel, guaranteed, but I did enjoy the movie. I had a good time. I thought the cast worked well together. While I didn't really love some of the characters, I think as a whole they did fine. I liked our main characters more so. The world was really cool. I'd love to go visit the world. Oh, and then one more thing I forgot to mention in my negatives that I do want to throw in here. The music. Like, they sort of used the Minecraft music in the beginning of the movie, but like, then they try to change it to like this more cinematic version of it. I'm like, guys, no, it's perfect the way it is. Don't try to change it. So that was just another thing. I wish they would have, if they make a sequel, please just use the original music. It'll work so much better, 100%, because it kind of hits the nostalgia beats. If you're a fan of Minecraft, you're gonna like this movie. There's so many Easter eggs. I used to play a lot of Minecraft as a kid. I still do a bit now, so it was fun to go see, you know, that. And then Jack Black is just going to name everything for you anyway, so you won't be confused. You'll be fine. And yeah, overall, it's a good time. It's not a very good movie. I wouldn't really classify this movie as good, but it is fun. So, on my scale of rating, I'm going to give Minecraft, on my personal enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 8.5 out of 10. On my critic side, I am going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. And that leaves the boss rating to be a 7 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. If you have not subscribed, please do it yet. I know I haven't been on here in like 4 years, but I'm hoping to do more reviews very soon. So please, if I do more, please check them out. Let me know in the comment section, what did you guys think of the Minecraft movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? All that fun stuff down below. And I will hopefully see you guys very soon. All right.